The city, Aba, also known as Aimba City, is a metropolis that is almost as famous as the inception of the nation Nigeria, with the first rise to intercontinental fame in the Aba women riots of November 1929. The British colonial rulers took note of it, and it has remained on the map ever since. It was as if the fate of this great city was handpicked by destiny from the onset. Situated in a centrally strategic location, Aba has become the eastern hub of commerce and industry. This commercial enterprise feeds into Port Harcourt River State on the southwest, Owerri, Imo State on the north side, Enugu on the eastern board, while Uyo and Calabar can be experienced on the southeastern drive. Most of these entryways are filled with loading stations for buses as people and goods are moved to and fro in droves. Seeing these throngs of boarding vehicles as a first-time visitor will instill into the observer an inborn approach to a brand of hustle which cannot be imitated. The business. A city where business is a way of life. There are several community-wide markets, malls, industries, and business districts around the city. This dynamo is home to pharmaceuticals, plastics, cosmetics, leather accessory quarters, and the likes. However, it is best known for its world-class shoe factories and cloth making, whose products are sold in the biggest shops in Africa, Dubai, and Europe. We would not forget the famous East District, where textile rules supreme. Most of the bespoke clothing retailed in Lagos and other highbrow cities in and around West Africa are made from the expertise that can be traced back here. It will only be fair to say that the fashion industry in Nigeria was built on the backbone of what the city called Aba supplies.
My name is Honorable Goodluck Joseph Mary. I am the President, Power Line Shoe Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Abia State. Okay, in the first place, I want to appreciate Umuaba for coming down here to know our challenges. So coming down to our challenges, there are some things we will do ourselves, there are some things government will do for us. So, like the road now, we thank God for the governor who has started putting the road in order. Road in Aba. Roads in Aba stood as a challenge because our customers were unable to be coming again because of the challenge of the roads in Aba. So thank God he has started putting some of them in order. We don't have light in an industry like this. Without electricity is the number one thing. Because even if we have machines here without electricity, that machine will not work. So we need electricity. Every of our products must pass through one machine or the other. Save fuel that can be done manually. So, like what we are saying, we need machines. They are asking us to produce something that can compete international quality. So we cannot do it manually. No hand can do it to compete with Italy, Spain, and other countries that are producing footwears. So if there will be machines here, I think the skill is already with us. So we need to operate the machines and produce what the world requires. We need money. The economic challenge that is facing the country is also affecting us. For instance, our importers that are suffering to source dollars to import goods again, or the raw materials, it is very difficult for them to do it now. Now, when they strive and they import one commodity or the other, they will add the whole of what they have spent into that particular raw material. which is very, very difficult for us to access and produce. So we need money. Federal government can also issue us either grants or soft loans that will help us buy our raw materials, produce and export. Because if we produce and export, it will help generate revenue for the country, even the state. It will help reduce unemployment. Like you can see what is happening in the cluster here now. We have about 6,000 people working here under our care. 6,000 people. And I'm talking about people that are presently working now. So many have gone out riding keke, okada. Some are doing one business or the other in order to sustain their living because of the time China substandard leather product fluctuated the country. So, but thank God now there is a little restriction over there, and federal government have started to say something concerning what we can produce in the country.
Beside another important market, the new market is the home of Enyimba International Football Club, one of the richest sports clubs in Africa. Considered the most successful Nigerian football club, it has won several Federation Cups, African Champions Cups, and 6 Nigerian championships. The people. Mostly filled with lush, arable land lots, it appears the biggest seeds harvested from Aba are the people. Their drive for glory appears untaught, their perception unchallenged. The city has birthed great politicians and governors, Orji Uzokalu and Okezie Ikpeazu, the Super Eagles players Uche Okechukwu, Ben Iroha, Karibe Ojigwe, Obinna Nwaneri, our own Chukwu Orfel Ndukwe, our national coordinator Skipo, we salute you, and more recently Vincent Iyama, Kalu Uche, and Ike Uche. Business moguls, technocrats, industrialists, and other men and women of repute. Known for its religious vigor, the town is alive with many Orthodox and Pentecostal churches. It seems that daily, even in the marketplace and on the streets, prayers are going up continually. And beside, most of the churches can be found in the infamous primary and secondary schools that cater to the high-spirited youths of the city. The promise. Even with the little infrastructure in place in Aba, the promise that the city holds cannot be ignored. However, the city has suffered its fair share of untold neglect and disrepair.
So if you look at our zincs, you see how they are. This is caused by the football players. The zinc are no longer good. If you go into our class, you see there is a hole in the zinc, as a big hole. If rain is falling, the thing will be coming inside our class. Even at the back side of the school, their feces and even their urine, they do smells, which is not good and it's not conducive for this for the students here in the school. So we need to stop it, sir. We need to stop it, sir.
Roads, especially the ones that lead out of the city, remain a cause for concern. Waste disposal and management has slightly improved, but still need further upgrade to keep up with the sheer number of commercial activity within the city. Additionally, there is a need for research facilities, business incubation centers, ICT and startup development drive, which should take over from the internet cafes that thrived in the past. Aba hopes for more sports facilities, multidisciplinary libraries, and learning centers to feed the mix of cultures that find their way into its embrace. The accomplishments of the men and women who have journeyed and succeeded in the global business districts remains a reminder to what the city can nourish if it's encouraged, supported, and upheld to global standards. Now, the Umwaba Connect Association come on board with the intent to amplify the Aimba city reputation further until it becomes a city whose borders are ridged with potential, whose streets are lined with possibility, and every time you enter into its heart, you will know you are entering a place touched by history and greatness. The Umwaba Connect Association has landed not just to return Aba to its lost glory, but to make it better than what it used to be. Join hands with us and make Aba a city to be proud of. God help us all. God help you all. Umwaba connects. Connect. Umwaba. Thank you.